I have made it, everyone. And yeah, from that YouTube short, that is true. I made it to Masters. Look at that shit. Made it to Masters. Excuse my language. But yeah, I made it. All the way from rookie, bronze, to silver, to gold, to platinum, to diamond, and then to Masters. Yeah, it took a long time just for me to get out of, I would say especially out of diamond, but it took me a while just to get here, if I'm being real. Like, I was stuck in gold since like season 10, and got out of gold in season 16. As you can clearly tell, I was stuck in gold in season 10, from season 11, from season 12 to 13 to 14 to 15, and yeah, from that point, I was like, you know what, F this, like, it flipped the switch out of me back in season 15 that I just wanted to rank up. I wanted to get into platinum, and I got into platinum. And gosh, I'm just so proud of myself right now from being from gold to platinum, and then to masters, like to diamond to masters. I would honestly say that I'm truly proud of myself from just, never giving up on myself, like, holy shit, like this, I felt like this was the season for me to rank up into masters. Quite literally. Deep down inside, I felt like that I just belonged in platinum. Because once you hit diamond, you're gonna feel fucking dumb. Excuse my language on that part. You're gonna feel dumb, is what I meant to say. You're gonna feel really, really dumb because, these people that were in diamond, for a very long time, they know what they are doing, especially if you have a Masters teammate or, gosh, even a Predator teammate, on your team. Like, these two especially know what they're doing. But, yeah, I'm glad that I'm finally out of a lower rank, finally out of gold. I would honestly say that gold is a little bit of a mixture of good and bad players. And what do I mean by that is, you get a few people that are that act like noobs, that act like full-on noobs, or just act like silver players. And then you get those people that try their absolute best and make the smartest decisions and make the smartest plays and do the smartest fights or whatnot. And yeah, it's just a mixture of good and bad players. Platinum. Honestly, if this was like season 16 or season 15, oh my god, bro, I would have not made it diamond. If I'm being real here, like, I would not make it to diamond if it was like, if it was season 16 from season 15. I hated those seasons. Like, I hated season 14, season 15 to season 16, because, those were the seasons where you had to get kills to get extra points instead of just placement. You know what I mean? I mean, you can also get extra points in this season and also get placement, but I don't know, maybe with this season it's buggy, because I have gotten kills within the game, and this was when I was in diamond. Yeah, like, during that match I got a couple of kills, and we were in second place, I believe, And for some odd reason, or no, I was in 7th place, I think, during that match. And I got no extra bonus points. None. I mean, I got like, I got the same amount, like 133 or 100 and something. However much it was, I only got the placement points. Just the placement points, not the bonus points or just the extra points. And yeah. And I'm also proud of myself, like, of just choosing this legend. You know, because honestly, this legend, he's really good, but, you know, some people are putting him in S tier, and some people are putting him in C tier on tier lists, or like some famous YouTubers that play this game. He doesn't necessarily belong in C tier. That I strongly disagree with. S tier, I disagree with it a little bit. I think he belongs in A, or at least in B tier, you know, like Gibby. But if I'm being real here, he belongs in A tier. I'm not just saying that because he's my favorite legend, but I just think that he belongs in there. You know, the simple fact that he has movement, he has a little bit of movement compared to Gibby. You know, I would honestly say that he's a little bit more faster than Gibby. Just saying. And that, sorry if I'm like pausing. I'm just, you know, I'm just trying to think of shit to say. But, honestly, with this legend, he's really, really good. You know, he may not be the funnest for rank. He may not be like Gibby. You know, even though I wish he kind of was like Gibby, a little bit more like Gibby with an arm shield. You know, this dude needs an arm shield, and on top of that, I feel like he's like the second largest character with the largest hitbox. I would honestly say that he is the second largest character, not the third. I can get why people are saying that he's like the third largest character, but in all reality, he's second to that. You know, him having like a big helmet, you know, a big head, like, I guess a big hitbox, but I would say his shield gives him that big hitbox, if you truly think about it. Like, if you were to use a 4 times or 3 times scope or whatever, you know, he looks very large from a distance. Even up close. And as he's running away, you know, his shield just gives him that big hitbox. And if you were to, like, go into cover or into a certain, like, cover, like, taking cover in a certain spot, right? Like, say, like, a box, right? And he's crouched and everything, but, like, he's looking to the left side with his body or whatever. Like, he's just looking to the left side. People are still able to shoot him, and because of his shield. You know, I remember taking cover behind a crate, I think. Yeah, loot bin, or whatever you want to call them. And yeah, I realized that I was getting shot, but I didn't know where it was coming from. And I didn't know how I was getting shot until I realized, oh, it was a shield. You know, I'm getting shot because my shield is sticking out. And yeah, I guess that's something to be aware of when playing this character or when taking cover. Kind of like Gibby, you know, like, he just, and certain covers, like in small covers, I guess, that, you know, like Gibby just can't thrive in those small covers, you know what I mean? And also similar to Newcastle as well. But yeah, I really think that this character, like, he needs an arm shield. Like, he really does, if I'm being real here. And his tactical shield, at least the bottom of it, like, it needs to, sorry, it needs to stick up. Like, it needs to go up a little bit more instead of just shrinking or just going into the ground. You know what I mean? The bottom half of his shield needs to it needs to stick up. You know, his tactical shield.
Oh, shit.
The bottom of it needs to be a solid. The bottom of his shield needs to be a solid. You know, and I can also understand why Crypto's drone doesn't really affect Newcastle's tactical shield, is because his tactical shield is also a drone. If you think about it, like, it's able to, you know, like, float like Crypto's drone, and it's able to move around just like Crypto's drone.